Okay. Alright, well, good morning once again, everybody. We are here at one of our favorite places in Sarasota, and it's called the Sarasota Jungle Gardens. And what this is, it's a little jungle trail with a lot of animals and nature exhibits, and this is just really a neat place to take children. It's very educational. They have reptile shows, bird shows. You see a lot of the tropical rainforest birds here. They can do a lot of pretty amazing things. So we're going to take you through the Sarasota Jungle Gardens today and give you a tour. And there's actually a pretty neat little surprise that we want to feature here. And I'm going to say more about that once we get inside. So let's begin our journey through the Jungle Gardens. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go. Okay, like I said, Sarasota Jungle Gardens is a little nature trail. Got a glare on the top part. It's a little nature jungle trail, and it's very pretty here. I'm just going to go ahead and give you an idea of the map. Actually, let me start down here. This is where we entered in at. We're in the gift shop now. And you can go out and either go to the left or right. There's not like a one-way. You can. We usually go to the left here and take the trail all the way around. There's a Flamingo Exhibit, which we're going to be seeing. Yeah, that's over here by the ponds. You can feed the flamingos. You can actually feed. I think I saw alligator food up there. I've never really wanted to feed an alligator, but.
Look at the baby peacocks.
Oh yeah, we got some peacocks right here above the door. So that peacock's been here for years, but apparently she's got some babies.
Oh.
Don't want to scare them. But let me try to ease out the door here. All right. The one thing about Sarasota Jungle Gardens is it's a noisy place because, as you can hear, there's a lot of tropical birds. Some of the most beautiful birds you'll ever see. We're going to look at those right here in just a second. But I want to get you the welcome sign here, and also these arrows tell you which way to go. And again, you can go to the right. We've always, I think, gone to the left.
It goes in loops.
It goes in a loop. You end up right back where you start. Yeah, it's impossible to get lost. But moving down here, we're going to see a bird that's native to Brazil. And while these birds are very beautiful, they can be ill-tempered sometimes. If you get too close to one. Actually, we're behind the fence now. Now, they do have a place. I don't know if they're letting us do that now, but where you can actually hold the bird on your shoulder. If they are doing that today, we will do it. But some of these birds can be very unfriendly. They're very intelligent. You can teach them to do a lot of things. This one is Gloria and Rainbow. I don't know which one's which.
That would be Rainbow.
Yeah. Stick your finger out there and see if Rainbow's pretty.
It says he bites.
Or if he's not pretty. He is pretty, but see if he's friendly. Alright. Now, I told y'all there was going to be a little bit of a surprise, and here he is. This is Frosty Sr.
That's the one and only.
Now, Frosty's pretty active, as you can tell. You say, well, what's so great about a bird being active? I'm going to tell you. Here, hold this. I want you to stand back. I want to get in the video here. You got me in it? Now, here, let them come over.
Sorry. Okay. You're fine.
Frosty is what they call him, he's a cockatoo, something, yellow-crested cockatoo, I believe. You can tell he's very active. The thing that's really neat about Frosty is he used to ride a bicycle across the high wire down here. He doesn't perform anymore, but he performed that on the Ed Sullivan Show in the 1960s. Okay, so that gives you a little hint of what I'm going to say. Frosty came to the Jungle Gardens in 1972 as a performer. My first trip to Florida, I was 3 years old. My first trip here was in 1972. Frosty has been here ever since I've been coming to this area for, 49 years now. And Frosty is actually, as of this year, 86 years old. Believe it or not. These birds can live up to be 100 years old. Last year when we were here, he was holding himself up and doing pull-ups. And I just hope I can do a pull-up at 86. I really can't do one now. But
it's like he knows you're talking about him.
Yeah, he's hamming it up pretty good. But this is an 86-year-old bird who only recently retired from riding his bicycle across the high wire. And again, he did that on the Ed Sullivan Show in the 1960s. And he's been here since '72. And every year I come back He's the highlight of my trip, is seeing Frosty. He's still here. He's a grumpy old man, as you can tell, but he's still doing quite well, it looks like. I think he knows we're talking about him. Alright, that's good. And here are some of the other birds. This is Cracker. If I'm not mistaken, Cracker is one of the performance birds. But that's Taz right there. This is Alberta. Now these are some beautiful birds. I mean, look how many colors there are. You know. And right over here behind me, this is where the bird show will take place. It takes place at 12. It's a little after 10, maybe what, 10:30 now?
10:31.
Okay, so we're going to be back over here at 12. We're going to continue our tour. Right here, of course, if you want to see the outer trail, we usually hit that on the way back. The flamingos are this way. And right here's the jungle trail. We're starting to go through the jungle, and as you can see, this is just a very tropical little walk through here of the various types of palm trees. Okay, here we have an owl, and he does not seem to be enjoying my presence. Honestly, I'm going to say this up front. I feel sorry for any animal in an enclosed space like that. What I do know about the jungle gardens is they take in animals that have been injured and can't survive, and they actually do a lot for them. I will say that. So
He's watching us.
Yeah, the laughing kookaburra. I'm guessing that's Australia. That sounds like an Australian word. Kookaburra. There he is. Actually, I didn't see him at first. He's not laughing right now. As we move on here, this is just a beautiful little walk. And today's a great day to do it because Hurricane Elsa just moved out and there's still a breeze and there's still some cloud cover. It can be oppressively hot walking through here, can it not? Usually we're just soaked with sweat by the time we get down here, coming down here in the summer. But today is just a perfect day. Alright, coming up over a little bridge here. Over just a little small stream. And you need to see if you can find one of your spiders. There's a lot of spiders that make their webs right over these creeks and stuff. They're actually these are pretty spiders. Yeah, they got big long legs and they're black, yellow and black color. Look like they play for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
One year we just found it by accident. Had to look over it. It was huge.
This is an interesting couple of palm trees here. Once in a while you'll see a palm tree that just doesn't grow straight up. It grows at an angle or curved. And it's starting to feel some raindrops. We're getting a little rain shower here. This is what they call, this one doesn't have a sign, but I recognize it. It's called a fishtail palm. It's actually a palm tree. And it's, I guess they call it a fishtail because its tail resembles a fish. But right up here, palms on parade. A sharp-eyed botanist in Sarasota Jungle Gardens will see about 100 different species of palms. Now, I'm not a botanist, but I can identify some types of palms. There's about 4,000 palm species, but many of these are not suited to Florida. Close to you are the fishtail, that's what I just showed. Fishtail palm, the areca palm, I don't know what that looks like, and the royal palm. That royal palm is one of the beautiful. And notice it says, no, the trunk is not concrete. That's what I made reference to the other day, that the trunks feel like they're concrete. Some of the royals you see here are 50 years old. Other palms will be identified for you as you continue your walk. Now, you don't see royal palms in North Florida. Pretty much Bradenton south is where the royal palms can grow, on down towards the Miami and the Keys. They do grow here in Sarasota because we're just south of Bradenton. Once you get further than that, they're easily killed by cold snaps. So here comes the rain. Alright, we do have a little shower going on. We're only feeling a little bit of it because we're so much, yeah, the palms are helping out right now, but we're fixing to get out into the open. But you can just see the beauty of this trail. You really feel like you're in a tropical, I guess, jungle. That's the only way to, what's this? Yep, that's why it's called the Jungle Gardens. That's right. When they first decided to put this site here, it was so grown up, they said it was impenetrable. You couldn't even do anything with it, but I'm glad it's here. This is a place I've been coming a long time. We will be seeing alligators, snakes, not out in the wild. They're in an enclosure. But we're starting to come out into the open. It actually feels like the rain's letting up a little bit, so or maybe that's just my illusion, because it looks like it's still hitting the pond pretty good. Yeah, now it's picking up. A gardener's prayer. And I see the flamingos across the pond. They're usually over on this side. I've never seen them over there before. We'll go over there at some point once this rain lets up, but over there are the flamingos. I've never seen them over there before.
Can't taste the burn.
Now actually right here is usually where the flamingos are at, over in this area. This is the first time ever that I've seen them over on the other side. And I guess they can be where they want to be, but this is where they always are, right here by this pond and in this little grassy area. And they have the little hand feeder machines. You can put a quarter in and they will come up and eat right out of your hand. There's one flamingo, if he's still here, it looks like he'd been in a fight or something, because half of his beak is missing. So I usually try to find him and feed him. Informational signs here, but beautiful pond here. There's a royal palm. And the rain is letting up. I'm not even going to worry about finding stuff. Now I want you to see these royal palms here. These are, excuse me, impressive. Just how tall they are. And again, those are the ones, if you bang on the, excuse me, bang on the trunk, it feels like it's made out of concrete. Yeah, right here's the sign. Like I said, this is where the flamingos usually are, and so that's where they put the sign. I don't know why they're over there. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I got something in my throat. The flamingos are beautiful birds, in my opinion. Just the coral color. They're actually not the friendliest birds in the world. Unless you have food in your hand, they do not let you pet them at all. There's a tall, slender palm tree there. And on the other side of the gardens, we're going to see what's called a strangler fig. And what a strangler fig does is it wraps, I guess, roots, or I started to say it's arms, but a tree don't really have arms. But it wraps its roots or its branches around other trees and strangles them. There's one that's actually strangling a palm tree. So we'll see that here in just a minute, or in a few minutes. Like I say, you can go either way. So we have somebody coming this way. Here we got a low arch rock here. That's not quite as impressive as the arch rock going up Mount or Alum Cave Trail up LeConte.
But I've never noticed that.
This is an interesting tree we've never noticed. I have no idea what that is, what kind of tree it is, but its trunk down at the bottom, it looks like it's like an elephant leg almost.
It's like the fat, it's like it's lost weight and the fat is like around its ankle or something.
Yeah, that is kind of interesting. It does, it looks like an elephant leg.
I'm trying to remember what this thing's called. It's something paradise, something bird. I don't remember. I don't see a sign.
I don't either. I'm not sure what that is. I've got a book on Florida trees back at the room. Alright, we're coming up on the gift shop in the koi pond, where there's actually just, I call them large goldfish. So you can come in here and get an ice cream or refreshments, which Again, today is not hot. I don't really feel like I need anything. Usually we come in here maybe get an ice cream or something. And the peacock, this is where the peacock usually hangs out. I was surprised to see her up at the front. I guess so. Here's the little fish pond here. They're being fed, so they're over there on that side. Basically a big goldfish. This is the Flamingo Cafe. Inside the Flamingo Cafe, they got a little dining area over here. I don't want to record people eating, restrooms.
I probably should get a little thing of food here just in case the machines don't work.
That's fine. Here's the menu. You know, nothing major here, but if you want a snack, french fries, cheese fries, nachos. Usually have pizza. Pretzel, peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Wow.
You want some alligator food?
No, I'm just trying to not be alligator food. I've never seen alligator. Yeah, how much? Oh wow, $3.50 a bag. Why don't you just get out of the dispenser? That's a quarter.
In case it don't work. Last time it didn't work. I'm just gonna go and grab one.
I mean, I hope they give you more for $3.50.
Yeah, that's quite a bit.
All right. Well, will you share with me on that? You have a little girl and she wants a little stuffed flamingo. A little boy maybe wants an alligator or a bird. Little bags. Man, they got turtle food. I don't remember ever seeing turtle or alligator food. None of those really look like they need to be fed much. Because they got, the turtles usually have a lot of food out there, like lettuce and vegetables. Alright, here's a little outside picnic area. That was one of the shortest rain showers in history, like, what, 15 seconds? So over here we got a severe macaw. I don't know what is severe about him, but he's a small guy. How are you? Hello? Hello? Can you say hello? What did that one on Anna Maria Island that they had outside that store? What did he keep saying over? He would talk. And the other one tried to bite me.
Yeah.
But there was one, he could talk. I mean, he would, maybe it was hello, I don't remember, but he was very friendly.
The one behind kind of looks like it's a brownish red, don't it?
Oh, I didn't even see that. Yeah. Alright, well if you ain't gonna talk, I'm gonna go on. Yeah. A little kids play area for the kids. We got a couple little slides, a little train, a big old snake, an elephant praying. And that's about it for the kids there. Let's see what we got over here. Some kind of little prairie dog or something. Now, I like prairie dogs. We saw some of those. We stopped at a rest area in Colorado and we would see them. And they would kind of come up, not up, right up to you, but they were curious. Let's see if I can, there's a little bit of a glare, I apologize. But I like, remember those prairie dogs when we got into Colorado? Mm-hmm. At the rest area there?
We're gonna come back.
Smile.
I'm gonna play with my toys and look, he's gonna get on the rock for you to see him. It's like he's wagging his tail.
Let me get this one playing with his toy first. Yeah. I'd like to have a prairie dog. He's posing for us. Mm-hmm. I think one of them would be fun to have if you could get it where it got used to you, it wouldn't bite you. Right here we got an iguana. I don't know if iguanas are mean-natured or friendly or not. I know some people have them as pets. Stick your finger in there and see if it's friendly.
I'm going to stick it in there.
Okay.
You want to be my friend? Do you want to be friends?
Yeah, he didn't seem aggressive at all.
Poor turtle over there.
Okay, here we have a banana tree, and we actually have some little bananas on it. A nice little cluster of bananas there. Look at that. Alright, over here to the left, we're coming up on the area where they used to let you hold these birds. You just picked out the one you wanted. And I don't know if they're allowing that today. They weren't doing it last year. Obviously, everybody was upset about the virus. And right here's Frosty Jr. Now, I don't know if that's Frosty Sr.'s son or if they're just trying to keep the name alive. I don't know what the situation there is. I'll try to get all the birds in here for you. It doesn't look like they're letting you hold them, but you can actually hold one on your arm. I don't know what that one's name is. He don't have a name, or at least a tag telling you the name. Here's Coco and Amber. Now I think those are part of the bird show. I think those are in the bird show. I know Pablo and Moni. Moni's the singer. She sings. I'll see if I can't sneak a recording of that on here. Pablo. I'm pretty sure those are in the show. Poco. I don't see where Poco's at, but he was in the show last year. I don't see him though. And there's Fortune. And here's Spooky. Now, this little guy here, the little aqua colored bird, they've named him Victor. I think that's a terrible name for him. I renamed him myself years ago. I call him Aqua Velva, like the aftershave, because he's aqua colored. So this is Aqua Velva as far as I'm concerned. There's Poco. I guess he was hiding. And Andy, that's the red one. He's a show bird. He's a how would you describe Andy? He's kind of a show off. Yeah, he's a show off. He plays a little game against, it might be against Amber. I think that's his sister. Didn't they say it's his sister?
I think so, yeah.
But he'll usually win, and he'll kind of get over in her face about it. Hopefully, I can get that as well. But anyway, you'll see more of Andy later. Or Andy Jr. Right here's Andy Jr. I don't know which one it is. I want to say it's just Andy. And Houdini. Hello there, Houdini. Got a couple of rats over here.
But yeah, we'll go ahead and get started.
What are they doing now over there? I hear her talking. Are they doing the
Some animals that are kind of misunderstood.
Is it reptile? Let's go do the reptile show.
Would anyone like to guess?
Is that what they do?
I don't know. It can't be the bird show yet. Here's Sunny. Alright, we're going to come back over here. He said at 11:30 we can hold the birds. So, right here we have, I believe that's a crocodile. I don't think that's an alligator.
He's getting him some fresh water.
I believe that is a crocodile. There should be a sign. We'll move over just a little bit. Which one is that for sure? I don't want to misidentify. Yeah, I'm right. It's the American crocodile. Here's the American alligator. What they're having going on over there is like the spider and cockroach exhibits, so I'm not so care about that. But here's a lot of small alligators. Now, the American alligator can get quite large, but these are not the large ones. These are small. They haven't grown up yet. Sometimes when the trainer goes in there, they hiss at him. They make some kind of weird hissing noise. Moving on over here. And here's the reptile exhibit. We'll go in there in just a moment. But there is a large alligator over here somewhere. There was. It looks like whoever was in there.
They're redoing that one.
Yeah. Wonder what they did with him. Well, maybe we're not going to see the large alligator. I wonder what they did with him.
I don't know.
Anyway, this is where he was. There was actually probably about an 8 or 10 foot alligator in here. And over here are the, let me just, it's a tortoise of some kind. Let me just get the sign for you. The Aldabra Tortoise. Those things live a long time as well. And they're huge. Now, the male is the one on the right and the female is the one on the left, and I'm not going to tell you how I know that, but we know it from a previous visit, so you can read between the lines there. But that was kind of a sight to see. But over there, I guess they feed them greens, and they feed the squirrels the same thing, I guess, like lettuce, cabbage, whatever that is. So, you remember the one year we were here?
Quite vocal.
He was very vocal, I'll say that. Alright, let's move on. But we got some type of bamboo here. Well, I do not know why people have to do that. Here's another one of those yellow trees, flowering trees. We saw one of those yesterday. Yeah, it does. Whatever that is, it sounds like it's saying help. Well, go help it.
I don't even know where to go to find it to help it.
Alright, so we're now going to the snake exhibit. My daughter-in-law wouldn't even come in here last year. She didn't come in, did she?
I don't think so.
I tried to tell her they're not like just out slithering around in the open. But that's some kind of lizard. It's called a red Tigu. It's a little dark in here. They used to, years ago, they had a reptile show. They had a counter up there, and the guy would hold a balloon and a rattlesnake would strike it. Now, I don't know why they took that out. I don't know if he eventually got bit or if they just decided not to do that anymore. But that was really something to watch that rattlesnake strike that balloon. I don't really see.
It's like
Some of these you can't see. Where is
wrapped
it?
in the very center, coiled
Oh,
up.
okay, yeah, it's a tree boa constrictor. I think they have a cobra in here somewhere.
The gecko, he's camouflaged quite well.
Oh yeah, there's the gecko. If you want to save 15% or more on your insurance, that's the one you need to talk to. And here's a frilled lizard. Oh yeah, there he is. These things, I mean, he's easy to spot now that I see him, but they can kind of just lay real still and hide themselves.
Look at that one. Look at his head.
Oh, that's a cool, now this is a cool looking lizard. Let me see what he is.
Blue-tongued skink.
Blue-tongued skink.
His head looks like melted plastic.
Now we have those little skinks at home, but they ain't nowhere near that size.
Huh.
Cool. Alright, moving over here, I think there is a...
What is that? American crocodile. 13 feet.
Yeah, this is showing the size that these things can get to. The American alligator can get to 11 feet 2 inches. We saw one at Payne's Prairie near Gainesville last year that was probably that big. To me, I'll be honest with you, I think he looked bigger than that. That's not to scale, is it? That's not the actual size, surely.
Well, no, that's what it's supposed to be.
I know that's what they're saying, but is that actually...
I think so. 'Cause that's what
I don't think that's 11 feet. I mean, I could be wrong.
I think that's what it's
Then the little caiman is 4 feet 9 inches. I mean, I'm 6 feet tall. You telling me I'm only a foot bigger than that?
Look right here. Because it's got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah,
7,
I guess you're right. I guess when you're laying down, you ain't as tall as you think you are.
Yeah.
American crocodile, 13 feet.
Basically, you could fit in him.
I'm not going to try to find that out. Crocodilians have walked the earth since the time of the dinosaurs.
I don't think there's anything in that one. There's no sign.
Where's the cobra? I'm going to try to get him upset so
I
he'll
didn't
spread
see
the hood.
python in there.
I don't either. The python's hard to miss. They used to, when after they took the rattlesnake exhibit out, when the guy would hold the balloon, they had a glass enclosure and they had a reticulated python. It was about 30 feet long. That was a huge snake, biggest snake I ever saw. I think this is where the cobra was at. They put lizards in there.
So look, he don't have the little things on his back. This one here does.
Oh yeah. Oh.
All the little
Cool.
show off.
Now what do they call those things? Green
So,
bacillus.
cobra.
Oh, false water cobra. Okay, it's a false cobra, so he's a pretender. So what do they call him? Does it say? I can't read that in here. Does that say he spreads his hood out or something?
This species of snake utilizes its hood as a threat to display, mimicking a cobra.
So it's not a cobra. I'm sorry, y'all. I remembered something about a cobra.
Well, it says the false water cobra is also a rear-fanged venomous species of snake.
So why is it not a cobra? He looks just like a cobra that don't have his head spread out. Make him mad and see if you can. Well, it's in glass. I mean, you can't do anything to it. But one year he was kind of doing that. I don't know why that would. Why is it called a false cobra? Because he looks just like a cobra that's not. I hear he's moving. Upset him. Let's see if he can spread that hood out. Hold the camera. I want to focus in here. Yeah, he's just calm. I'm not a hater of snakes like a lot of people are. I mean, I don't go out of my way to mess with them, but I'm not one of these that thinks every snake should die either. I'd a whole lot rather have a black snake in my yard than the 1,000 rabbits I've got.
It's a rat snake there.
Yeah, I ain't never had a snake destroy my garden, have you?
No.
They do serve a purpose. If they didn't, they wouldn't have been created. So, there's a boa constrictor. We just had a cobra. Somebody had a cobra in captivity and it got loose in Raleigh the other day. And they finally did find it. But somebody found it on their front porch. Can you imagine that?
That's scary.
Now this alligator head down here, that was called, what was his name? Big Chief. He actually lived here for years. And he was a huge alligator and he finally died. Does it have the, they used to have a paper telling his story. Yeah, but anyway, that was Chief. He used to live here. And there's a eastern diamondback rattlesnake skin. We've seen one rattlesnake in the wild before in my life, and that was Abrams Falls Trail out of Cades Cove. And here's a little Cayman alligator, a small one.
This one's camouflaged over here in the rock. He says, if I be real still, you will not see me.
Yeah. Try to get him from the side here. Yeah, he's hiding behind the rock with his head above the water. Alright, these two birds, one of them was, the big one was kind of attacking the little one a minute ago. I don't know what they were doing. They quit about the time you get the camera on. See if he'll do it again. Yeah, here we go. I don't know what's going on right there.
Lay about 30 to 40 eggs in one clutch. They typically only about one or
I guess that's just something birds do.
Adulthood though. So unfortunately, little alligators get by the time you're 18 or
Oh yeah, we're trying to figure out what is on this tree right here. It looks like it's like two big limes or something. Is that a small lime tree?
Which one of the trunk? I don't think so.
There are some weird things that grow down here. Well, apparently we have another peacock because I don't see the babies. So we've got another peacock here. My wife's patiently waiting on me to come on. She keeps walking on and not noticing I'm not behind her. I'm trying to...
I was waiting patiently for you.
That must be a different peacock because it don't have the babies.
Yeah, she was over there by the birds.
And here's something. They have a little butterfly exhibit. Don't try to pick them up, but they're in some kind of little screened enclosure here. So if we don't touch them, we just look. So let's go in the butterfly exhibit and see what we got here. Oh yeah, there are butterflies everywhere in here. I can get, yeah, here, I like those there. They kind of, if you get too close, they try to fly off. So. But yeah, there's butterflies everywhere in here. You get a good picture of that one? Well. I'm trying to get a good shot of one, but they won't stay still. Yeah, they won't stay still for very long. I want one of those like orange ones. Here, let's see. Right there, if that one will stay still, it's more like a moth. another one. Please stay there for just a second. There we go. Here's something chomped the side of his wing off. I like that one there. It almost blends in with the plant.
Oh yeah.
Got two little, looks like little tiger stripe ones here. They won't land. Yep.
That thing calling for help again.
Yep. Alright, we've got a little grapefruit tree here with a couple of grapefruits hanging on it. And somewhere in here there's a key lime tree and a lemon tree. It's somewhere right in here, I don't remember exactly. Some of the royal palms growing up next to whatever that other tree is there. Save the bees, plant these. How many of these do we plant at home? I plant basil. I have basil growing right now. Marigolds, we have those. Sunflowers, cilantro. Yeah, I'm doing 4 out of 7. They're doing pretty good. Waiting on the bird holding time, 11:30. Some big old tortoises here.
No, that's not a speed bump, that's a turtle. Oh, the lemur went down. Oh my gosh.
They must have an albino alligator up there. It's solid white.
I wonder if I can get a picture of it.
Yeah. I'm gonna walk up closer too. We gotta go. A white alligator. The guy in the pink shirt's holding it.
Come on.
I don't know if he'll let us. Yeah, here we go. Sorry for the shakiness. I'm trying to get up here to it.
Look at that big one. So is it an albino?
Yep.
Wow.
Look at its eyes. How rare are they?
Less than 100 of these guys in the world.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do they live as long as the regular alligator?
Yeah. 80
Really?
plus years. She'll get up to about 9 to 11 feet since she is a female.
Yeah, I see its eyes.
Like everything's clear on it. That is amazing.
Cool.
See your people?
Oh yeah.
You have to pay to hold it, or?
Yeah, it's $10. All proceeds go to Crocodile.
Yeah,
Okay.
not carrying cash.
Thank you guys.
Cool.
Thank
That's
you,
awesome.
Thank you.
Alright, we're going to go see the Gardens of Christ now. To do that, you instead of going back in front of the cafe, you take this little path that goes behind the cafe. And we were just down here a minute ago. That's where I got the grapefruit tree. I did not see the key lime tree and the lemon tree this time. I don't know if I did. Yeah, it was a big lemon. I don't know if I just didn't walk down far enough. Maybe. Yeah. But we had to get back up there. We were going to hold a bird, but the line was so long. We would have risked missing the bird show, and we don't want to do that. So we're back at the butterfly exhibit. And I'm going to try to find that wonder lemon tree. It usually only has like 1 or 2 lemons on it, but they're big lemons, bigger than anything. Here's a mango tree. I had no idea a mango tree got that big.
See, this looks like the key lime tree. I just don't see any on it.
It wasn't over there.
No, but this looks like the same kind.
Yeah, it does. I did not know mango trees were that big. I don't see a mango. Did you know they were that big?
No, I didn't. I just figured it was like a fruit tree.
All right, this is where we were a few moments ago. I said I thought that was a grapefruit. My wife is wondering now if that's the wonder lemon. These were big lemons, but I don't think they're that big. I still think that's grapefruit. Could be wrong. Like I said, I'm not a botanist. But I don't believe that's a lemon. I think that's a grapefruit. The lemons were big though. I do not see that tree anymore. Got some bulrush here, and obviously bulrush are mentioned in the Bible in the account of Moses when he was a baby and his Mother put him in a basket and floated him down the river. And he was found by Pharaoh's daughter in the bulrushes and raised as Pharaoh's daughter's son during a time that all the Hebrew babies were supposed to be killed, all the Hebrew male babies, I should say. And unfortunately, we're reliving those times in America and the world, where the unborn mean nothing. But it's really a sad commentary on humanity. But here we're coming up on the Gardens of Christ. We have, apparently this exhibit is Jesus' birth. And here you've got the wise men. Of course, the Bible doesn't say how many wise men there were. It doesn't say if they were actually there at the birth or not. I know some people try to say that the wise men didn't show up 2 or 3 years later. You can't make that argument from anything in Scripture, but you can't say they were there at the birth either. The shepherds certainly were. That's clear from the Bible account. And here's supposed to be Jesus, I guess about age 12, talking with the Jewish leaders, and they were marveling at his knowledge of the Old Testament law. I'm assuming this is the Sermon on the Mount. By the way, I want to put a plug in for a really good series that's going on right now called The Chosen. If you have not watched that, look it up on YouTube and download the app. You can watch the episodes for free on the app. It's probably the most biblically accurate portrayal of the life of Jesus that I've seen. I've only seen 1 or 2 things that maybe don't line up with the Scripture completely, but not anything really to...
Anything major?
Yeah, not anything major to get upset about, but it's really good. And I would encourage anybody to watch The Chosen. It's the way they portray the disciples is just it's magnificent. And here's the Last Supper. Apparently that's Judas with the money bag. And of course Calvary. And what people need to remember is what happened at Calvary is for every one of us, because the Bible says we have sinned and come short of the glory of God, and our righteousness is as filthy rags, and there's nothing we can do as far as good works or merits to earn God's favor. We have sinned and we've offended a holy God, and that's why this happened. This was not just something historical that happened. This was something that had eternal consequences for you and for me. And of course that wouldn't have mattered if the resurrection hadn't happened. So this is basically a story of Jesus' life up until the resurrection, where he was seen of over 500 witnesses. And 500 witnesses will stand up in any court of law. Jesus did rise from the dead. And that's what validated his crucifixion on the cross, was his resurrection. And here we're coming up on the Strangler Fig that I was talking about earlier. You can see how this tree has wrapped its claws, tentacles, roots, whatever, around a palm tree. That palm tree still, it's turning brown, but it's still alive, and it's been like that for a long time now. But that's an interesting thing. Scenic little gazebo, and as we're coming out into the open, we're going to be coming up on the flamingos now. Hopefully they're still on this side of the pond. Like I said earlier, they moved over here, so that's where we're headed now. I don't see them yet. Actually, yes I do. Starting to see them now coming up. My wife is going to feed them. Here we are coming up on the flamingos. And I marvel how they stand on one leg. Well, some of them ain't. A couple of them are. This one here on the end, he's standing on one leg. Alright, you gonna feed them? They're kind of noisy creatures. They become very friendly when they know you've got food.
Will you hold the bag while
I will hold the bag. You're not gonna...
I got a handful.
Okay. I'm gonna find the one with half of his beak missing. I always feel sorry for him. They won't even hang around you when you got food. Now here comes one. I guess they're well fed today.
Oh,
Usually they flock
obviously.
around you.
They got food floating in the water.
Huh?
So they got food floating.
Well, move over, go over in the grass, try to see if one of them will eat. We've never had a flamingo refuse food before. This is a new one. They don't want a thing to do with you. They better eat. Spent $3 on that food. Oh, look at this one here. He's spreading his wings out. Here we go. Honey. I think they've had a lot to eat today. Well.
Sorry.
That's fine. We're just trying to herd them back towards that area over there.
Why are they over here? They're usually on that side.
Because we had to put them somewhere for the hurricane.
Oh.
And when we let them all off, they decided to stay over here. Okay. Over here, boys.
So is he trying to get them back over there?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm ready. We're going to try to feed it again. There we go.
It ain't on my hands, did it?
Usually they take it right, they eat it right up. I think they're more interested in drinking the water now. One of the staff came over here and got them stressed out trying to herd them back over to the normal area. Said they put them over here for the hurricane. I don't know why this area is any better for that than over there. But they're not interested in eating today for some reason. They'd rather eat it out of the water. I don't know why. Well, just throw it in the water, I guess. The flamingos are not cooperating today. How about you? Hungry? There you go. Might as well throw it down there. He's like, what? Honestly, this is embarrassing. We thought they would just eat it right up. They always have.
Normally they do.
I mean, they're usually fighting each other to get to you. I think they've been fed a lot today, or that trainer got them stressed out. Anyway, they're actually very pretty creatures. And I matched them today, actually. Here, I can fit right in with the flamingos. Except I can't balance on one leg as good as they can. But anyway, I always wear my coral shirt when I come in here. I don't know. We're going to miss the bird show. We better just chunk that food and head back over. What time is it? Okay, we are heading back over to the bird show now. I just want to get a final shot of the pond and all of the royal palm trees and a few other kinds scattered in there. And the flamingos just apparently have had a lot to eat today. And then the trainer guy coming over there and stressing them out. Of all times, we're over feeding them and a couple of people feeding them. He decides that's the time to herd them back over to the regular area. And he said it was because of the hurricane. I'm pretty sure the hurricane. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the hurricane was on both sides of that pond. I don't get that at all. There was no shelter over here or anything for them. But I'm not sure what was going on with that. But. And here is the reticulated python that I was telling y'all about when we were in the snake exhibit. And he's in there. I hope you can see him through that glare. That's a snake and a half right there. That's his head. I guess I'm getting him. I don't know if I am or not. I'm seeing such a glare.
Stand right here. The glare isn't bad.
Okay, we'll try that. Yeah, there he is. I can see him now.
Its diet is birds, monkeys, wild pigs, and other mammals.
That means you're the other mammal. You breathe air, you're his diet. That's quite a snake. I don't know how long that particular one is, but I think they can get up to about 30 feet. And it doesn't tell. You would think the longest, right here, the longest confirmed reticulated python was 24 feet and weighed 300 pounds. I don't know where I got 30. 24 feet still not a snake though. We got a bird over here showing off. I don't know what kind he is, but we are making our way to the bird show. That's how we usually finish up our trip here. Alright, we have a Florida snapping turtle down here. We're almost back at the bird show, but I wanted to stop and get the snapping turtle for you. And then there are some smaller turtles. And catfish. I never noticed the catfish in there before. And some smaller turtles here. They bite. One more shot of 86-year-old Frosty Sr. So, goodbye until next year, Mr. Frosty. He'll be 87 when we're back here next summer. So, he looks like he's in good shape. I believe he'll still be here, don't you?
Yeah, he says he misses the show.
Yeah. Yeah, once again, Frosty, I don't know if you can find it anywhere on YouTube, but he did a bicycle ride across a high wire. He did that on the Ed Sullivan Show, and he did it here for years. We saw it many times. I will say this, and the bird show was decent, but it seems like it was a lot more limited than in years past. Some of the birds that are usually performers that are here, like the singing bird, Mona, she was not in the show today. So it was a very short show, very limited show, but still a beautiful place to come and see the wildlife. And that concludes our trip to Sarasota Jungle Gardens. Beautiful place. If you're in the area, you have children, or even if you don't have children, you will enjoy this place.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Alright, so that concludes our day here. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And have a blessed day. Okay, well, Shaughnessy, while you're backing out, I'll try to distract you and get your opinion on the Jungle Gardens. What did you think of the Sarasota Jungle Gardens today?
I love it. It's always good. I mean, the bird show did seem to be a little bit less than other years.
Yeah.
But as far
it's
as
nothing like it used to be 15 years ago.
right,
But some of the birds today that usually are in it were not. And I think your favorite one was a little bird that sings. And for some reason, she was out there. We saw her, but she was not part of the show today. Don't know what happened. But I don't know, again, if we're going to be uploading any of the clips of the show. They really probably don't want you recording that, but we're trying to do a positive, video for them to swing business to them too, and encourage you to go there if you're in this area.
so you also didn't record the whole show.
I did not record the whole show, just little clips. Some of the things that are usually in the show they didn't even do today. But anyway, good time at the Jungle Gardens today. We're trying to figure out how to get out of here. The sun did come back out and we started getting hot, as it typically does here in Florida. We've come through here before, and you honestly, you just are sweaty. You're drenched in sweat by the time you leave. But
Mosquitoes were bad today. I got mosquito bites everywhere.
But this is still probably the coolest temperature-wise day we've ever had going through there. They got them a colorful van right here.
Really
Try to get that as you go by here. Good. Sorry about the bad view here, but that's a pretty awesome looking van. So anyway, highly recommend the Jungle Gardens if you're in this area. Especially, again, if you have children. Even if you don't, we don't have children with us today, but we still enjoyed it. So I always enjoy seeing Frosty. I'm not even looking forward to the day that he's not here. But he's been here as long as I have, and he may be here after I'm not here anymore, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, good place to go and good place to visit.